All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, May 10th, 2018. All right, so the moon is in Aquarius for the first part of the day, as was the case yesterday. So maybe some themes pertaining to our individuality, the freedom of self-expression, and also the freedom of contributing to things larger than ourselves, such as looking at the future for the world, or maybe getting in touch with our network circles. So as the day unfolds, we do have a shift into Pisces, and we do gear up for the ending phase of the current lunar month. So more than likely over the coming days, more of this receptive energy coming in. Really good for essentially finding peace in life, and this could be the theme for the later part of today. So no major aspects going exact, but we do have the moon over Neptune adding to a bit of this watery type of energy. So maybe a new chapter with our ideals, and again, bringing in a bit of this receptivity. All right, so let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. So the moon shifting sign will be in Aquarius. The first part, Aquarius is all about that freedom of both our individuality and of contribution. So themes pertaining to this, a really good day for really breaking free of any restrictions, in the sense of any restrictions to our freedom of being who we truly are, of expressing ourselves, and also the freedom of, as we do that, then seeing where we fit in society or in the world or with our communities or network circles. And so themes around this, and really good to cultivate a bit of that freedom with Aquarius. So as the day unfolds, more of the Pisces influence, and we will start to be entering the balsamic phase of the lunar month, which is the ending phase. So this is added by the fact that Pisces is very much about the ending type of energy, the last sign of the Zodiac. So for the next few days, a bit of this more receptive energy coming in with Pisces. The later part could be really good for essentially finding some tranquility in our life, getting in touch with our intuition, and just finding that spiritual well-being that Pisces helps us find or cultivate. So in terms of the backdrop, the sun is finishing Aries here, so still a great time for that active energy or focusing on our personal needs. That's the source of energy with the sun. Still great to be enjoying the simple life or material life, as well as Earth with Venus and Taurus. And Mercury, of course, is in Pisces, has been there for a very long time, went retrograde here. So still the development of that intuition and receptivity, particularly with the routine and the mind. Really being conscious of the mind and the thinking patterns can help us stay present with this type of placement. So I do want to mention that Mars is finishing up Sagittarius slowly but surely. Mars is a very slow-moving planet relative to the other fast movers. So it will be subtle, but still a great time for cultivating a bit of this adventurousness, right? This is how we're asserting ourselves collectively, and where we're taking action is with this perhaps more open-mindedness. Maybe it's adventurousness, maybe it's philosophical. Whatever expands our horizons really is the source of motivation at this time, and will continue to be that way. But as we go into next week, Mars will be getting closer to Capricorn, which does add to a little bit of the more grounded way of getting things done and asserting ourselves and all that type of active energy, seeing the big picture and taking the slow road with those things. All right, so that's the backdrops. In terms of the aspects, no major aspects going exact today, but we do have some lunar ones. We do have the moon going over Neptune. So the new chapter perhaps with our ideals, right? And our deeper desires with Neptune, sometimes our yearnings. So really good to, again, get in touch with that inner guidance, that inner beingness, which is the case as we shift into Pisces anyways, but a new chapter perhaps with this. And I think really letting go of what's outside of our control when it comes to the future, right? Because if Aquarius is about the future, Neptune's been transiting here for a long time, suggesting that there is this kind of collective need for us to really be present when it comes to collective matters or the future or our ideals or hopes and wishes, this type of stuff, and really practice gratitude for what we do have when it comes to these sort of ideals. So a new chapter with that, and we do have the moon trining up to Jupiter, so there could be a bit of open-mindedness, buoyancy today. On a minor note, squaring up to Venus, maybe a little bit of sensitive energy collectively with relationships is possible, but constructively working on cooperation, give and take, finding harmony can be a great constructive way of working with that square. Also bringing in our emotions into the relationships with intention is also really good, since the moon is emotions, Venus is our connections. The sun sextiles the moon, which is the balsamic phase. So that is starting to enter into that ending phase of the lunar month. And the sun starts to trine up to Pluto going into tomorrow. So maybe a bit of this empowering energy of removing obstacles, getting some energy through seeing things in a deeper way and willing to get deeper. All right, so I'll talk more about that tomorrow, but that can be an empowering type of aspect. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. The backdrop, again, Aquarius, great day for cultivating this freedom of both self-expression and of being a part of things like our communities, network circles, and seeing the future, right, and the collective sort of perspective on things. But with that, again, presence, which Neptune has been helping us do in Aquarius. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you again. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't yet, and the bell button too if you do want to stay up to date on these daily forecasts. There's a bell button there that will give you a notification of when these videos come out. But yeah, have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow for the weekend forecast. Take care.